Hello, Tarot Tribe. Welcome to the channel, Enlighten Me Tarot. It has been a minute since we have seen each other. I have been super busy during this holiday season, which I wish I could say it was holiday. But I have been putting a lot of hours in my regular 9 to 5 job. And of course, with family, celebrating this holiday season as well. But I am here now and I am ready to bring you your readings for January 2023. We're going to take a little bit of a different take on things. We're going to pull a past, present, and future energy. Where you've been, where you are, where you're going for 2023 using the wisdom of the Oracle. And then we will do the weekly spread as I normally do for our monthlies using the Radiant Wise Tarot, and we will clarify with the Gilded Tarot. I will tell you by the time I post these videos, we will be in Mercury retrograde starting December 29th. So you're like, oh my God, we're starting the year out in a retrograde. Well, yes, we are starting out the year in a retrograde. Mars will still be in retrograde as well. So my Aries, you may definitely be feeling a little turbulent energy, or my fire signs may be feeling a little turbulent energies here going in through the new year. But it's not anything that we can't get through. And this is for all signs. You have spent the month of December determining how you want to move through and what you want to accomplish in 2023. So now it's time to put action to those thought processes, those goals that you have been thinking about during our Sagittarius season. You know, Sagittarius and our Capricorn season is a time to really determine or discern, you know, where am I headed with this arrow that I have? Where am I going forward into 2023? So we will also be entering 2023. I believe our moon will still be in Cancer as well. Very emotional energies surrounding many of us during the transition. I will tell you that as of January 17th, Mars will start to go direct, and so will Mercury. So, you know, give it a little time. First couple of weeks may not be as great or fantastic, but you know, it's a time of transition, and like I said, it's a time of putting action to the words or to the goals that you have set in place for yourself. Okay, so let's get started with your readings for January 2023. All right, Aries, my beautiful fire signs, my fellow fire signs, let's see what the wisdom of the Oracle has in store for you for the month of January. Where have my Aries been? What has been happening in the recent past with Aries energy? What do we, thank you. Okay, I actually felt that come upside down. What's the current energies for my Aries? Woo! And where are my Aries going in 2023? Okay, well, a lot to say there because those cards were jumping out. Okay. So where you been? We have breathe, and it came out in the reverse. So that's telling me that you have been going a million miles an hour, and believe me, I have definitely felt that in the month of December. I felt as though my life was running me. I wasn't running it. And there just weren't enough hours in the day to get accomplished what I wanted to get accomplished. So I think many of our Aries were feeling that same energy as well. But that's in the past. You know, that's in the past. It's time to move forward. It's time to dig in. Yeah, there we go. We have mending. See that mending. Time for healing. Time for some play. I get, you know, you really held your feet to the fire for a long time. And it's time for some healing. It's time for some joyous occasions. It's time for some play. It's time for friends. And it's time for you to really start to pay attention and slow down and stop and smell the roses is what I'm feeling. What do we have in your future energies? We have soulmates. Very nice energies. Looks like many of my Aries will come into a partnership of some kind. And I do see that with this energy, this is a divinely guided union. This is a divinely guided union. And this may be why, you know, things have had to happen in a particular order for your particular fashion. But the time is coming where you can now begin to relax, breathe a sigh of relief, and allow yourself to be nurtured and loved, my Aries. Okay, some beautiful energy there. Let's past, present, and future energies, okay? All right. So let's see, what do we have for the month of January for my Aries? What do we have for the first week of January? Thank you. 2 more, please, Spirit. Second week. Second week, please. Second week of January. Okay. So let's see. For the first 2 weeks, what do we have here? Your first week, we have the 5 of Swords. We have the 3 of Pentacles. And we have the 2 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles and 2 of Pentacles is a 5 of Pentacles. So something is definitely being left in the past. You've got 2 5s here. Lots of transition. It's like I told you, it's going to be a little bumpy the first couple of weeks of January. And you may really be feeling that you're going to have to be very strategic, and you're going to have to really think through situations very carefully before acting. This is telling me that you may need to, you know, Aries can be a very impulsive energy. And so this may require you taking some stealth and not acting so impulsively, being a little bit strategic, mind play about what you want to do. This does involve others with the 3 of Pentacles. This could be a work situation. This could be a love relationship. But there you have it, the 2 of Pentacles. This is telling you, weigh the pros and cons, right? Weigh the pros and cons before you take action. So let's get some clarifiers here. Get some clarifiers. Let's clarify the 5 of Swords, please. Clarify the 5 of Swords. Thank you. All right. And I just want to mention, like, the biggest form of flattery is imitation, right? Somebody who's imitating you. And I look at readers online because I have a lot of respect, you know, for everybody's individual process. And so I just like to stay in tune with, you know, how everybody's interpreting, you know, if, am I on key with that, right? But I saw one person who's doing weekly, monthly readings like I'm doing now, and they're charging like $13 for the same reading that I'm giving you for free. So I was like, wow, okay. I mean, thank you, but you know, I feel like we should all be able to afford the information that's given to us and not have to pay for it. So anyway, anywho, just letting you know somebody else is out there doing the same reading for a price. All right, so 5 of Swords. We have the Death card, Scorpio energy. That was your first card. Then we have the 7 of Cups, and we have the Hierophant, Taurus energy. So like I said, there is definitely some transition afoot. You may not be in the loop of why everything is happening. In fact, it may feel like it's a little chaotic, but I feel like Spirit's telling you here to stay true to your values. Stay true to what you hold to be truthful and ethical and honest and moral for yourself. Because this transition, this change has been a long time coming. And it's because of who you are and your values that I do feel that things will swing in your favor. There may be lots of offers as well that you're not completely aware of just yet that may be coming your way. So though it may seem a little topsy-turvy the first week, hold on tight, because I feel like things are going to be swinging in your favor very, very soon. Let's clarify the 3 of Pentacles. Clarify the 3 of Pentacles. And as I say that, that Wheel of Fortune card pops out. Last card, please, for 3 of Pentacles. All right. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the 4 of Swords. That's like that mending right there. That's that mending. And then we have the Tower moment. So I do feel like something here is going to swing in your favor. It's going to allow you to take the time and breathe and heal and mend. Whatever is going to happen, it's going to happen very quickly, and it's going to bring things crashing down. But I don't feel that my Aries are going to be reactive as they would normally be. I feel like a lot of my Aries have expanded quite a bit and have grown, and they know to kind of hold back, assess the situation, and then move in. And this is what I'm seeing here. When you do that, when you take that type of energy towards a situation, it plays out in your favor. Yeah. And there's that big, huge Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I do feel there's going to be a lot of abundance for you here in 2023. Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck below that, letting me know that it's a very tangible material offer that's coming your way. Ooh, and 5 of Swords again below that. But you're going to have to be very mind savvy. You're going to have to, I don't want to say play the games that they're playing, but be very aware, okay, of your surroundings and the energy surrounding the situation. Let's clarify the 2 of Pentacles. Clarify the 2 of Pentacles, please, in the first week. Clarify the 2 of Pentacles for my Aries, please. All right. We have the 7 of Wands. Like I said, hold steady, hold fast, hold true to what you believe yourself to be authentic, moral, trusting. The King of Swords. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so I definitely see that you're going to stand your ground. You're going to weigh the pros and cons, of course, but I do see you standing your ground once you have made a decision, and you've definitely thought this through with the King of Swords. You're coming off very strong, very powerful, very intelligent, but not to a point as where you're seeming brash or harsh. And this is going to yield you some dividends with the Four of Pentacles. This is going to yield you some income or some type of tangible outcome here in the 3D plane. All right. Okay. So for your second week, you have the Page of Pentacles. Again, you have the Star, Aquarian energy. And you have the Six of Wands. Very beautiful energy. I do feel what you have been hoping for, the recognition that you've been waiting for, is finally coming to pass. That Page of Pentacles, the Star, and the Six of Wands. Your recognition, your offer, the seed that you have planted is finally sprouting, and the sun is shining on it, and you're growing and you're blooming, and it's going to be very, very nice. I feel like during this first week, this is like the birth. You're going through that birth canal. You know, birth is never easy. It's very painful. And now that you've seen the light, you're out of the birth canal, all these wonderful things are going to start to take place here. All right, let's clarify the Page of Pentacles, please. Clarify the Page of Pentacles for Aries, please. Okay. We have the Five of Pentacles. Didn't I tell you something's going to have to be put aside? Something's going to have to be put to pasture. And that's what is resonating here for me with this Tower moment and the Five of Pentacles. Something's going to happen quickly, suddenly. There's that judgment. It's time. And what did I say? Divine intervention. It's time. The time has come. You can no longer postpone this. No one else can interfere. The divine has made the judgment call. And then we have Three of Cups. It's going to be time for celebration, joy, happiness, socializing. Very beautiful energy. Wow. Yeah, Eight of Cups, walking in. So Eight of Cups not only talks about walking away from things that do not serve you, but it talks about walking in to what does serve you, right? And you're looking to find your additional Two of Cups here. And soulmates, I feel like you will be finding it. All right, let's clarify the Star. Clarify the Star, Aquarian energy, please, for my Aries. One more, please, for Aries, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you. There's that Two of Cups. There it is. You went from the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck, looking for your Two of Cups. The Star is shining on it. There it is. Your wish, your dream come true, your fulfillment is coming to pass. This is a beautiful energy for many of you. We have the Empress, divine feminine. And it's so, you know, the Empress is also a mother. She nurtures, she gives birth, as I was just talking about, to this beautiful energy. There's that Knight of Pentacles. This has been a long time coming. It can no longer be delayed. It can no longer be postponed. What is meant to be, what is meant to come to pass is now happening. There's that victory card. There's that success. There's that recognition. All right, let's clarify the Six of Wands, please. Clarify the Six of Wands. One more. Oh, there we go. Okay. We have the Nine of Cups. Satisfaction, wishes granted. We have the Four of Cups, where an opportunity was bypassed before. It is no longer being bypassed or missed. And then we have the King of Wands, because Aries, you now know exactly what it is that you want. You now know exactly where you want to be in life, exactly where you're going, how you're going to get there, and you're not holding back any longer. Wow, amazing energy. You are on fire. King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yes, you're going to be not only ambitious, prosperous, you're going to be very even-keeled. This is very earthy. King of Pentacles is a very earthy energy. So you're still going to remain humble. You're still going to be, remain a person who can provide, very touchable type of energy. What do we have for the third week of January for my Aries? Third week of January, please. One more, please. All right. And the last week of January, please. Last week of January. Last week of January. Thank you. Last card, please. Thank you. Okay. So for your last week in January, we have the Six of Coins. We have the Seven of Swords, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. What I'm seeing here is that Aries, you have been a giver. You have given and given to to the point where the scales are imbalanced. Either you've given, to financially as well. You've given to your community. You've given to everyone but yourself. And now is the time for you to take what is yours, right? To be blessed. No more having it escape you or cheated out from under you. As I mentioned, the Wheel of Fortune says, no, 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 no. It's Aries time. You can no longer prolong this. So let's clarify. Let's clarify the Six of Pentacles, please. Thank you. This is interesting, I can tell you already. All right, we have the Four of Wands. You may have been giving more than you thought you were giving in a union, in a relationship. There's the Knight of Wands and the Two of Wands. Someone's having to make a choice here. And I feel, Aries, you have finally laid down the law. You're like, look, either you come in full force and you come in with your weight, or you hit the bricks. You make the choice, because I'm done. I'm done giving all I have to this connection, to this relationship. While you are out riding around with all your excuses or whatnot. But I'm done giving all of my coins away. This is no longer the type of union that I want to be involved in. Yeah, somebody's having to make a choice here. Either you come in willing to, bear your weight in the relationship, or you be gone. All right, let's clarify the Seven of Swords. And I feel like With the Seven of Swords energy, with what I just read here, I feel like this is something that has been avoided by maybe your person. Can't be avoided any longer. Or maybe you avoided it because you just didn't want to touch the subject, but it's no longer can be avoided. Let's clarify the Seven of Swords. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Thank you. And we have the Six of Wands. Yes, exactly. Time to overcome this energy. Time to go after what you want. There's the Hangman, because you've been stuck in this situation for far too long. It's given you a whole new perspective on either the connection or the situation. You have the 3,000-foot view. Your mind is clear now. You see it for what it is. And then we have the Three of Swords. It has definitely caused you a lot of heartache, a lot of pain, but you are feeling strong enough, bold enough to set these terms before your person and decide how you want to move forward. All right. Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune, because you can move forward with them or you can move forward without them. Either way, you're moving forward. Somebody's making that judgment call. Very clear. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, wow, the Seven of Swords again. Yeah, they can no longer avoid this conversation, or you can no longer avoid what has to happen, right? It's going to have to happen either way. There's that Five of Swords again. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So I feel like, Aries, you're that Five of Swords energy. You're like, you can no longer pull the wool over my eyes. You can't come in and speak sweet words to me or offer me sweet nothings. It's time for you to step up to the plate or get out of the way for someone else to come through. Because Aries is definitely done waiting. Done. Okay, the third week, we have the Ace of Cups. So did somebody come through? Let's see. We have the King of Swords again, and we have the Two of Wands. There's a lot of love here. I feel it. It's true. Definitely a lot of love, but just because you set boundaries does not mean there's no love. You have got to know your value and your worth, or else you're still going to be in that Six of Pentacles where you're the one that's always giving and never receiving. So let's see where we go. Let me shuffle this last one more time. I do feel like they're gonna, many of them with that soulmate card there in the future, are going to realize, okay, I better get my crap together because Aries ain't having it no more. So let's see. Let's clarify the Ace of Cups, please. Clarify the Ace of Cups. My gosh, guys, you don't know how good it feels to have these cards in my hand again. One more, please. Literally, I haven't done any readings at all. So we have the Ace of Wands followed by the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this conversation, this choice that Aries is you know, giving this person this kind of ultimatum, it's putting some fire under their butt and letting them know you can have a brand new beginning with me. We can have a lot of love, but I ain't taking nothing less. There's that Two of Pentacles. The choice is yours. You decide which way you want to go. And there's that Page of Wands, because Aries has already decided which direction, and they're willing to start anew, and they have no issues going in a new direction with or without them, you know, with or without your person. So your person is really definitely going to have to make the choice. For some of you, this may be a karmic person with this Six of Cups. This may also be, since we're in Mercury retrograde, someone from your past coming back in asking for that opportunity again. But this person seems to come in and out, never bringing their, you know, what they need to the table, you know, and yeah, that's over. That's not happening. Let's clarify the King of Swords. Clarify the King of Swords. There it is, the Justice card, Libra energy. I feel, wow. I feel like a lot of you are like, look, I'm just giving you what you gave me, right? You gave me crap, I'm giving you crap. You didn't give me much to work with, I'm not giving you much to work with. And the scales of justice are now balanced. Karma has come around and, you know, give them a big swift kick, because my Aries have moved on with the Six of Swords. You know, they're ready to go on to bigger and better places, happier places. Another page of Pentacles besides this Page of Wands, ready to start anew. Not scared, not intimidated, got that courage up. Yeah, Ten of Swords, followed by the Sun. Wow. Ten of Swords followed this ending. This is the final blow before your happiness, before your big, beautiful, brand new awakening here, Aries. Let's clarify the Two of Wands. Clarify the Two of Wands, please. Okay. We have the Eight of Wands, definitely a lot of communication, a lot of discussion, a lot of talk about how heavy this burden has been, and, you know, what could possibly happen. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles, followed by the Three of Pentacles. I do feel that, for some of you, Aries, this conversation, which has been needed for quite some time, will take place. And this person will see that you're absolutely serious, and they will come to the table correct, for many of you. But for many of you as well, for others of you, you will find your happiness without this person. This person was not meant to be here for a long time. They were just meant for a season. And now that you've got the courage and energy to move past them, you've learned your lesson with this person, you find your happiness and your abundance with another party. We have the Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So that is your reading. The bottom of the deck, the Moon, I think, and the Eight of Swords. I feel that many of you, what gives you pause is that you don't know what the future holds, okay? But the future is nothing to be afraid of. You see that Eight of Swords? You're caught up there. The future, you know, there's fear, there's worry, there's doubt. The future is nothing to be afraid of. You've made it this far, you can make it much farther, I guarantee you. This is a time of expansion and transition for many of you. Okay, we're going to close out with Spirit's advice. Spirit's advice, please. Ooh, I'm trying to hurry. We're already at 30 minutes. Here we go. Spirit's advice for my Aries, please. What do we have? Spirit's advice. Spirit's advice. I definitely feel like there's some divine intervention here too. We got the Temperance card, Sagittarian energy. We have the Eight of Cups again. And we have the Queen of Wands. There you are, Aries, sitting in your throne. With that wand, you can create any outcome that you want, as I mentioned, but many of you have taken a lot of time and effort and energy to really use your discernment to understand what path you want to go in 2023. And when you have to leave it behind to find your true Two of Cups, you will. Okay? So there's your reading, Aries. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got a lot of information from that. Please do me a huge favor and click that thumbs up button along with the subscribe button. In 2023, we are going to get to 1,000 subscribers, okay? It has been my pleasure, and we'll chat again soon. Bye.